Oh, you motherfuckers. Guess who we at? Take a big guess. Why this bitch coming? You always messing with my stuff. They're trying to break the damn machine, ain't they? I don't know why that motherfucker not working. I should have not got my motherfucking ass up here. Or out here. I should have had my motherfucking ass in the house. I'm not tired. I'm tired of just a little food in the imagination, but it's a little dumb to be in this motherfucker right now. I need to take this a little piece of a tiny break. We goddamn in February give me a whole 97 days nothing. February gotta be over first. Well, I'm around doing that kind of bullshit there. But yeah, happy Black History Month, baby. Happy Black History Month to Alice Ball. She created the vaccine for leprosy. She was 23 when she did that. She died when she was 24. Her boss assumed the role as proprietor of all her works. So for 60 years, her boss was receiving the credit, the just doing the money for doing what she did. So in this Black History Month, we want to thank Alice Ball for her advancements in the medicinal field, even though they did not give her credit or just due. Her boss though. That's okay. Still we rise, goddammit. Still we rise. As well, on this Black History Month, I want to give a shout out to the black oil tycoons who in the early 1900s, 1800s, they owned oil rigs, a lot of them. They were all killed off by the United States government. So, you want to remember them. I think they said that George Washington called his son was amongst them. Got to do some more homework on it. Look at their names and biographies and such. I don't know how they obtained what they obtained. But here we go, baby. And that's now Stairmaster. 3 minutes in. Many more to go. I don't even want to count them or look at them. But we moving like a motherfucker, and that's good, you know what I'm saying? Feel it in my quadriceps, feel it in my hamstrings, you know? It's just going. There was no stopping, there's no such thing. There's never nothing good on this TV. It's like this one in particular, they took all the damn channels off, so it's just First 48. First 48 or something Marvel exclusively. I don't think I like that. I don't like that very much. But y'all seen, they still shooting over there in Gaza. It's crazy, I thought that was over, right? Hasn't been talked about on the news, but yeah, now they try to make it to where it's less cleanup. So they got energy weapons, just evaporating them. I think that's insane. You know, nothing being left over. But a pile of ash, a little bit of bone fragment. That's crazy. But that's what's happening right now. And then I see somebody said, oh yeah, they taking like Arabs from America. Particularly they want the ones from Palestinian descent. They're taking them, putting them on a private plane owned by Donald Trump and his friends. They're taking them to Israel. For what? They ain't did nothing to nobody. They not terrorists or nothing. Just regular, everyday people like you and me. We just so happen to pray to Allah and don't eat no bacon. But if they do, it better be cow. And they're being taken to Israel to do what? To be what? To be who? Just like Israel the other day. So yeah, we took some Africans from Africa, not to be slaves. We just took them. Why'd you have to say that? That wasn't gonna be a thought. Why did you think that we was gonna think that was a thought? Sickos. Sick motherfuckers in place, you know? But why are we turning over our Arabs to them? That's why they burning obelisks and stuff in their countries. They got a whole deity that's singed in the motherfucker just now. We got a American flag on, a Reddit flag, Epstein Island coordinates and shit on it. Burn that motherfucker down. Start doing that little, and a little gupta dance and shit. Shit was dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'd have been jacked in a motherfucker out there. I had my rifle on me, you know. I feel like that's the land of the AKs. When I think of AKs, I think of Arabs. That's real shit. I hope that everything works out over there in the Middle East. But I don't see how Israel's still standing with all of them over there. You know, I don't know how it's still up and running and operable. I seen this John, he's a CIA agent, John something. Man, that motherfucker is funny. He's dead ass serious though. He's just telling his accounts of things that he did and what happened, you know, in the CIA and shit. But he brought up CIA and mind control through LSD, you know, and how they would trap the Johns, the prostitutes would go and grab the Johns, bring them to the safe house, they'll drug them up, do stuff to them, you know, and see how they react to it, right? Okay, let's hold that in. Epstein and the new files that's released. It's a thing, radio frequencies for mind control, you know what I'm saying, to where he said you're gonna have people fucking with kids and all kind of stuff, you know, killing under his will. If he say so, or whoever got the technology say so, you could do like a radio frequency through your phone. That's what he had up there in the new file. I can't tell you the real EFT number. I'm gonna make a video of it on my Burner Conspiracy page tomorrow. So I already got this stuff put together. But I had to go to work a little early today, so I ain't had time to put that shit. And still be riding, but yeah. So the John dude was talking about mind control in the 60s and the 70s, right? Epstein was talking about how they want to do mind control radio frequencies. They was doing it with LSD back in the day. Like they'll go to the hood or Studio 54, type shit like that, and start spiking motherfuckers. Take them home, watch them walk home, take advantage of them, study it. And it was all legal under the United States system. It's a documentary about it, but he talked about it. John, you know, whatever his name is, John K, CIA guy. It's just insane, man. It's insane what's going on in Epstein files. Like, He had a picture of the two kids, two black kids, they jack. Like one is a girl with these big wide ass shoulders. One is a boy who's like, looks like fucking Larry Fitzgerald already, you know. Kids can't be older than 13, 14 years old, right? So then, it's like he got a file saying, moon crickets in the bag, the snipe hunter's ready. That's what he said. It's cryptic, you know. And he said they N-words, you know. Okay, word. What he's saying is, the niggas is out there, get ready to hunt. You know, snipe hunt is when a novice hunter, unsuspected, goes out and they're supposed to catch an imaginary bird. A bird that's not there, you know, it's a prank. It's supposed to be funny, you know. It's real fucked up. Like The Pest. Remember the movie The Pest back in the day? Yeah, some shit like that. You know, going to the woods, count to 20. You know, if you caught, you caught. If not, you get a record deal or some shit. Go play for the Jets or something, you know. Like, I figure these people, like, haha, clits and dicks. Haha, clits and dicks. That's a real person, son. You got a real NFL career. That's a lot of crazy college names. I'm thinking these is people who earned their freedom on the island. And they got adopted. And they had connections and all kind of shit. They ain't get adopted by just nobody. But the fact that the names is so outrageous. Like, who the fuck is naming their kids this, you know? College football in particular, you know. These are not real people. They look like everybody else and shit. And you learn they've been cloning people. Tom Brady is invested in one of them bio labs, you know. He got a dog that's been cloned. When his dog is alive right now, it's been cloned, you know. Drake May, Tom Brady. He's not the only one, you know. You don't think Michael Irvin was down there for a quick little 50,000, 100,000 real fast? You know how many carriages Beyonce left down there? 16, man. I know what I'm talking about, son. Why else would she not be able to carry her children when it's time for her to carry her children? Ripped her fucking eggs out so many times. Can only make a DNA baby. I don't know, I'm talking about, hey, delirium setting a long time ago, son. Still I'm rising though. We going up. We not stopping, you know. I can't stop, I won't stop. You know. It's going up. You know. I can't stop, I won't stop. You know. It's going up. It's a lady, like Melody something. They got it in Martina, some shit like that. They was watching her. Ice was watching her, and they killed her ass, yo. But they was calling her a threat because of the stuff that she was posting online. So let that be a lesson to you. They can try to convict you over things that you said over the line. So all that freedom of speech shit is bullshit, you know. At least we still got the right to bear arms down here, you know. Other places don't even have that right. They lock your ass up if you have beads on a necklace, let alone a knife, let alone a big ass knife, let alone a gun. So that's crazy. I'm serious, I swear to God. Like gang prevention unit and shit, you could have something on you. Like you could have a Boston Red Sox hat, you know, and they gotta check your body if you do. Let me see your arms. Where you from, son? What the fuck? From Massachusetts. What do you mean, son? Are you asking me questions? You're just wearing a hat. So, but at least down here, we can just go to the pawn shop and just walk out with a gun. You know, if you ain't got nothing on your background, they do a little background check, not even 20 minutes. And you walk out ratcheted. Walk out full of, full of ammunition. I swear to God, not ammunition. You gotta get the ammunition from the store by the house. The store by the house. Well, I don't think it's open anymore because that guy shot somebody. It was like he was playing a joke. Somebody was playing a joke on him. And he usually have a joke pistol, but he didn't have the joke pistol behind the counter. It was a real pistol. So instead of squeezing it and some water come out or nothing come out, it's a blank. He squeezed it and put some holes in somebody. I don't know if he got time for that or nothing, but that's where I used to get my bullets from. But I don't be busting that bitch like that, so I got him, I don't need to unless I need to, I don't do no target practice, no none of that. Like if I had to bust that bitch, like I'm not a kid, I don't gotta go shoot my gun to feel good. That was some shit you did when you was a child. Now it's strictly for protection. I only pull that bitch if I'm about to pull that bitch, and that's real. I mean, otherwise you're just trying to show off, like a child. Like, no need to do that. Stuff you did when you was a kid, had it hanging out of your pocket and shit like that. As they say, it's on you. The peacock, do the peacock. No one jacking it. Ooh, 15 minutes in, 15:56. And we still getting it in, baby. And no stopping involved. Just going with it. Going on. I don't know what the fuck this is. The Real Husbands of Dickville or some shit. All them niggas look sassy. What's happening there? I don't want to see that shit. Old manicure ass niggas. Clear coat, cuticle. Oh God, here, boy. You see what I'm saying? Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Snooker. Fuck out of here, son. I don't want to see that shit. Jimmy Carson, Jimmy Kimmel. Christy Nolan. Yeah, I like how it's a lot of baddies in Congress and shit. Like, I swear, like the new breed of congresswomen and shit, good looking ladies, mayors and stuff like that. I think one of them is a Colombian porn star. Don't quote me on that. I don't know her name, but one of them is, she used to be a, she used to make them videos out there. She took her money, got her life together, passed the ball, Power, 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 love, love, love. I like that. I like that. I like that kind of shit, How dare you? Don't nobody better not judge her on her past. When she did her damage, come out from that abyss, This is a nation of redemption, That's why, somebody could do something bad and might give you 25 to life, If you do good behavior, you might get out, A lot of black men, shit, we ain't even do the crime. We be in that motherfucker and you get exonerated. 60% of all exonerations belong to black men. Happy Black History Month to them fellas who were able to gain their freedom when they ain't did shit in the first place. They did it. 2 black guys run down there. Call no cause. 5'10". Black male medium build. Everybody. Here we go, baby. We getting it in. I'm happy everybody joining me here while I running up on this here treadmill. I love y'all very much. Not the treadmill. What is this? Stairway to Heaven. Here we go. I'm in the stairway to heaven. You all on the roof of ecstasy. You, all this whole world off my shoulder. Fuck y'all know about that. Happy Black History Month to the mighty motherfucking OG. Rest in peace to the Levert brothers. Man, that's been damn near 15, 20 years since Gerald Levert passed away. I think that's crazy. Happy Black History Month to that brother and his brothers. Here we are, going up on this motherfucker street, man. Upper body after this here. Got on some current press. Dumbbell incline. Chest press machine. Pull-ups, dips. Pec deck. Asian curl, hammer curl, African curl, barbell curl, palm curl, stationary holds, preacher curl, and that's it. That's not even as much compared to leg day. Leg day is Wednesday. There's 9 leg exercises, just leg exercises. 9 of those. Hell yeah. There's nothing on this TV ever. Nancy Guthrie. I hope that they find that lady and bring her home. Her people. They just cleared her family. That's what it says. They cleared her family from being suspects in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, whoever the fuck that is. That was just the headline on the news just now. So I thought I'd tell you what I saw. I heard that the government shut down right now. Government cheese. I heard the motherfucker shut down. Is that true? Somebody fact check that. I heard Homeland Security, ICE and them, they're not getting paid right now. They're working for free. So they're doing all that tormenting the people and shit just to be doing it. It's because they bored. Probably mad than a motherfucker now. Shit, you doing all that shit for free, you ain't even getting paid? That's just for the love of the game. You're doing that shit just to oppress motherfuckers, and that's it. Those are the motherfuckers who would've did that for free anyway. You can take my little $20,000? Sure, go ahead. Remember that they got bonuses. I think they got like $2 billion in bonuses. It was like $70,000 a motherfucking head. That's a year's salary already. Take their money, they already got paid. Doesn't matter. They don't fucking care. They getting paid to torment your ass. And they're gonna do it. I seen that they's like shooting something out there. Rubber bullets or something. Like shotgun rubber bullets and different kind of, you know, crowd control, repelling, if you will. They just, you know, dousing them with shit. I think that's fucked up, you know, to be doing that to the American people simply because they don't want you infringing upon the right to their neighbors, you know. That's the bottom line. They don't want you infringing upon the rights of their neighbors. And I feel the same way, you know. You ain't finna do them kind of shit around me without me pushing your ass and running this way and telling them to run that way, you know. And you pick who you want. But no, I'm gonna be back on the street. Shit, not even 2 days, you know. I'll be back on the motherfucking street. But yeah, man, shit is crazy right now. You know what's really crazy? The Africans. Oh, they seen we got Black History Month and they start showing their ass. They mad down. And it's not just Africa, it's a lot of people. What about Native American History Month? You mean the one in November? You don't give a fuck about your own history. You don't give a fuck about your own history. Because you didn't give a fuck about having a history month until February, motherfucker. You didn't care. There is a Native American History Month. You didn't celebrate it because you didn't care. You didn't give a fuck until it was my turn. And for that, I always will say fuck you. That's some bullshit, you know? You did not care. You do not give a fuck. There's a Latin month. Everybody has a month. Everybody has a motherfucking month. You do not care until it's my turn. I say fuck you. That's some bitch ass shit. trying to make me mad with that shit, you know. But Africans, man, they showing their ass off. I was like, yeah, you know, happy Black History Month. Yeah, we got the whole year. Like, bitch, did you think things only happen in February? Like, you think everything that ever happened for black people, the stoplight, air conditioner, microphone, all kind of things, you think all that shit just happened in February? No. That is in commemorate to say, you know, thank you to our predecessors who came here and dealt with life that was very, very, very hard so that we could have it as easy as we got it right now. And it's getting better, motherfucker. We gonna take this bitch for hours, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing else to do. Like, not to be like that, right? But I was working yesterday, you know. He was like, yeah, man, the sun fucked me up, you know. Face, skin, red than a motherfucker. I'm like, damn, shorty, what's going on? She said, yeah, I'm gonna get, what do you call that shit, freckles. I said, freckles? I said, forever? He said, forever. Forever. It's like, damn, so what is that? What does that mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. Cause it's the winter time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the winter. It's the winter still. It's still the winter solstice. It's the winter sun. It's the winter, man. That summer gonna fuck her up. And I just kept thinking about that. I felt sorry. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. You know, people get tattoos and freckles. But I felt bad. And that's the empathy of the black man, you know what I'm saying? To sit there and look at somebody who, you know, the world will flip upside down for her ass. You understand? And I still feel bad because her ass might die when she go outside, you know? That's the empathy of the black man. Happy Black History Month to me, goddamn man, for having that kind of heart, you know? Like, I wouldn't let a motherfucker who is of oppression die in front of me, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't let you go thirsty. I wouldn't let you go hungry if I got 2 halves of a sandwich. You understand what I'm saying? That's just who the fuck I am, you know? Like, I can't explain it. That's who we are, for the most part. Happy Black History Month to my niggas, because we real solid human beings. 26 minutes in, 200 cars, that ain't shit. We ballin' now, you know. Upper body coming in. Motherfucker be up here talking shit, boy. Oh, you ain't even doing anything. You ain't even doing anything. Motherfucker shoulders like this. Shut up, boy. You spending all that time worrying about me. You need to put that energy into your own motherfucking ass. And maybe you'll get to where you wanna go, you know. Like, you ain't gonna be able to put gas in your car, gas it mine up. You know what I'm saying? If you clicking your trigger into my shit, how the fuck is you gonna go anywhere, you know? Giving me that energy, you know? But it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. Yeah, man. Yeah. How about other countries talking that shit? Other countries talking that shit too. But like about America, like Germany, they saying, oh yeah, it's not safe to travel to America right now. It's Germany. With the history they got. Them motherfuckers say it's not safe to travel to America right now. It's crazy. Canada's saying, oh, all the World Health and all the Food Drug Administration information that comes for America, you throw that shit out your mind. Because it's not real, it's fake news. People know that this is a land of debauchery right now. And they know to the extent in which this motherfucker is bad. There's no hiding it anymore. This shit is terrible. This shit is terrible. Like, all over the world, anybody who's in them fires, that's how I know them shits is 100% real. It's all over the world. Anybody who's in them fires, they either had to step down, or they got prosecuted, like either going to jail or some shit, or they got fired, and they gotta pay restitution and all kind of shit. All over the world this is happening right now, except America. America is the only place where the files are redacted and people are covered up, hidden, and taken care of and shit, and they still get to live a lavish lifestyle, you know, of luxury after they done, you know, betrayed a trusted churn and recorded it and sold it to European countries and made billions of dollars from the industry of that. Like how they trying to say, oh, there's no evidence of trafficking happening on Epstein Island, as they say, right? How about in 2009? They caught somebody. It was his house manager, his house boy, basically. Had a little black book. He was trying to sell it to the FBI. He was told to hand it over to the FBI in 2009. They've been watching this guy. They've been knew what the fuck was going on. They was letting him do it. They are complicit in that. But, you know, he said, yeah, you know, give me the book. He said he ain't have it. So they set up a whole undercover sting operation where he's saying, oh yeah, this is the book, you know what I'm saying? And this is what happened inside of it. These are the names of the motherfucker that's in there, you know. These are the names of the girls, everything, you know. This is in 2009. This motherfucker was still able to run amok for a long time after that. That's fucked up. That lets you know who cares about what. It wasn't about them goddamn churn. They gave a fuck about the money. You know, all the babies is on the phone. You know, that's so fucked up, man. That's life, though. You know, that's life. Make you wanna holler. But yeah, that shit is crazy, man. That's what's going on in the world. It's a lot that's happening in the world right now. Shit. We're halfway. 31 minutes in this motherfucker. 31 minutes down. And I feel good, you know. 31 minutes down, I feel good. There's 29 left to go. We on the other side. All that. I like what this does to me, you know, how it feels to my legs, to my abdominals and shit. Cause I got some stubborn back fat. I'm trying to attack that and bulking up this motherfucker right here. Up that big snapback. So that's what we do. 11:53, I say it is. Sheriff rips online speculation about the Guthrie family. Yo, this shit is a distraction to the white folks. The Guthrie family, all that shit. Like, shut the fuck up. You know, nobody cares about that. That's a distraction to old white liberals so that they stay their ass home thinking that something gonna happen to them if they take their ass outside. Blow them goddamn whistles. Shit. Old liberal motherfuckers driving around the neighborhood blowing them whistles. Hey, you get off of him. Hey, those is real Americans right there. Those is real Americans. You able to get your ass up old as fuck and fight tyranny. Those is motherfuckers who was being hosed down with niggas back in the day. Or probably wish they was and wasn't on the right side the first time. And they willing to lose their life for some shit right now. Cause some old motherfuckers who's not playing, like they putting on war paint and shit. And they a lot later you take they Mexicans. You know, that's real shit, they're not playing around. You know who should have been like that? The farmers. Woo, there's a lot of farmers off themselves, man. They're about to lose everything. Say you got $1,000 contract to produce these carrots by the end of this month. This is what you gotta have. You gotta have these amount of carrots. You better clear this kind of weight. You better have this much for waste and all kind of shit. Or your contract is void, and now you owe me. Okay, word, it don't matter, because they've been doing this for years. His granddad's been giving them carrots. His daddy been giving them carrots. He giving them carrots, you know. Now the motherfucking tariffs made it more expensive to do whatever the fuck he needed to do. To put them in the ground, take them out, put them over there. The deportations have his workers scared. So now he had to pay all the extra money. Then he got all this money for these workers who can't come to work because they done been goddamn deployed. I mean, dispersed back to their country, was to the alligator Alcatraz, where they going hungry. You know, it's crazy. Because they killed themselves after they couldn't fulfill them orders. They had to go bankrupt. They about to lose that farm and that damn Homestead Act that they came here on the motherfucking Mayflower and all that shit for. All that free land and all that shit. 200 years, 300 years in the making of putting that farm together. Granddaddy farm, all that shit. Lost it. Boy killed himself right there. Kill himself, kill the kids, kill the dog. That shit was happening all over the country. It's not on the news though, because that would make Donald Trump look real bad. That would make him look real bad. So yeah, the cornerstone of America, a lot of them killed themselves. And that's why the black people received the grant that they needed for the stuff that they needed to do, what they had to do for their farmland, kind of to sweep the white guys under the rug. The ones who killed themselves, them Homestead Act motherfuckers, sweep them under the rug. So now you got black cowboys on the news, like, yeah, woo! And I'm happy for them. I'm very happy for them. But I'd watch out. They're gonna try to do stuff to them, you know. Like with the oil tycoons, man. They killed these people, dried up their resources, had business partners come in, steal their land, steal their properties, steal their thoughts, steal their ideas, steal everything from these motherfuckers. What are you supposed to do about that? What are you supposed to do about that? Not a goddamn thing. Try to live to see tomorrow. As your daddy not here no more though. Hollow was a Rolling Stone. They killed him. They lynched him. He never left his kids. He went to work one day, never seen him again. He didn't like the building that he bought. Didn't like the clothes that he wore. Didn't like that he had cologne. Didn't like that he had connects in Africa. When Marcus Garvey came, he established a line of communication that wasn't there before between different countries and stuff like that. It's a very important person who was taken down. Makes me very sad to see his grandson running amok like crazy, sullying that man's name, you know, so that when you type that in, you see his grandson arrest records, you know. That's very, very, very hurtful. That's what they do, you know. They gotta try to lessen whatever you got going on. Like Puff doing the Minister Farrakhan. Remember? Puff had Minister Farrakhan up there on the news, not on the news, on Revolt TV. He had the gold thing on his head, had the gold on, and he was talking about, he told the story of history, the story of evolution, the story of everything. From the day one of what happened to where we at right now with the black aliens and all kind of shit. You know, in order to discredit all of that, what they did, first they made them delete it, then they started making them delete certain stuff where they were saying certain shit, like all that state of the culture stuff, you know, making it be not even demonetized, but having it blocked, so you cannot see it, you know. Now, what's the only thing you know about him? It's the only thing you ever gonna remember about him. Being a freaky deaky guy. That's all you ever gonna remember now. That's how they sell you. That's how they sell your name. Of course, it's your fault if you want some bullshit, you know. Expect to have your bullshit called out on you. But still, he put Minister Farrakhan on TV in front of everybody. He connected the next Million Man March, both of them. Vote or die. That's Puff. He did a lot of stuff that now just gets overlooked because he was a freaky deaky guy. Hey man, that's upsetting. That's upsetting to say the least. Ain't gonna trip. Still be rise. Still be rise, motherfucker. 20 more minutes. 20 more minutes, yeah. 20 more minutes on this motherfucker. And I could get off. I'm ready to get off this motherfucker. I ain't even gonna trip, yo. Of course I'm not tired, because being tired is but a figment of your imagination. It's not some real shit that you can really feel, like strength. Strength is a real feel that you can really feel. You can't feel tired. It's impossible, you know. Concept of tired is some shit created by Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, and the Democratic Party of the United States of America to make you think that you need to spend money at Walmart to get some of their shitty products that make you go or keep going. You don't need it. I promise you. They're just trying to take your dollar. Sounds like a rain is outside. Oh, that makes me so happy. It makes me randy, John. I love it when it rains. Oh, I wish it wouldn't rain. Oh, how I like when it rains. Do 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 do. It's a hard rain out there. 40 minutes in, 20 minutes left, 19 minutes left, and a couple seconds. And yeah, we rolling. Getting it in, we keeping it going. Trump threatens those responsible for Guthrie abduction with the death penalty. Okay, what about those involved in the Epstein files? What you gonna do with them? Are you gonna give them the death penalty? I feel like all child crimes, death penalty. Straight up. Firing squad or get your, what you call it, lethal injection or, we pick one. We'll bury her in a hole. We'll do the damn Chinese bamboo torture up your ass. Pick one. This is what you deserve. They got damn Nancy Guthrie on every TV channel. I'm trying to tell you it's a distraction for the old white liberals. I'm the only people who care about that shit. You know, I mean, I hope they find her. But usually they only give you like 48 hours or something like that. It's been 2 weeks, you know. Hey, I think that's, hey, they got an Abraham Lincoln movie. Remember when they had Abraham Lincoln fighting the demons and shit and the vampires back in the day? I think this is what this is. Cause you could tell they're trying to make that guy Abraham Lincoln. And I think they're trying to make that Van Buren. So, them ugly motherfuckers. It's President's Day. Happy President's Day / Black History Day. To my motherfucking man, my ace, Barack Hussein Obama, baby. And Kamala Harris. Because yes, she was the president for about 2-3 months when Biden finally lost his mind. And that brings me to think about the radio frequency technologies that Epstein was using inside of the Epstein files to make people who came to the island and didn't want to partake, like Chris Cornell, making them want to partake by, you know, mind frequency, mind control. You know, making people do things they don't want to do over mind control, you know. Making people kill, making people do all kind of stuff. But in order to get them on film doing it, you know, you gotta figure out a way to make them do it. But the guy, remember the guy in North Carolina with the dreads who killed that little Ukrainian girl? He said, I think it was like months ago, like he always called the police and told them, yeah, it's some man-made thing happening to him and it's scrambling his brain, it's telling him when to eat that he can't eat, and it's messing with him. And he called police mad times about it. and they locked him up a lot of times about it. You know, he said that these things was happening to him. You seen the video, and he's obviously shaken up, and he's like it's something happening in real time. These people, it's these phones, man. It's these damn phones, man. That's the only way they'll be able to get you through a frequency or something if you don't have absolutely nothing else around you. How else could they get to you but the damn frequency? They got frequency to make it rain, man. They got frequency to do anything, this motherfucker. Anything. Shit. Your ass could end up in that goddamn loop of it all. And you rained on too. That's real. That's not what the fuck you want, no. That's not what you want. I think this is Abraham Lincoln destroys the damn, the vampires. Remember? That was a big thing back in the day. Abraham Lincoln versus the vampires. Like, what? They tried to make him seem like he was such a mystical creature and stuff like that. He's a fucking bum. Hey, one of these girls up here from America, she's blonde hair, blue eyed, all American girl. Her granddaddy is a full black man. He's a black man who married a white woman who had a baby, who married a white person who had a baby, and she's in the Olympics. Man, 2 generations out, and that fucking whole lineage wiped out. Because you would have never been able to look at her and tell that she was a black lady. You'd never been able to look at her and tell. It's like, damn. Like, damn. Like, his black genes ain't even trying to fight, but not after that second time. It's like, damn. But that is his baby. That's his grandbaby, you know. Happy Black History Month to Beethoven. Yeah. Yeah. Beethoven is a black man. They said he was a Moor. That's how they described black people back in the day, before the term black was, available and ready for them. They call you Swarthy, or they call you a Moor. Look up Beethoven Moor and watch how they refer to him as a Moor. The Moors refer to him as a Moor. So they have big nose, big forehead, all kind of things. Talk about his fingernails. They was naming him as African, but he was born to 2 white parents. Well, a cup daddy, a white lady, and a black man who was Moorish, who was there in Germany, back in the day. Now, with Germany, it's a little different when it comes to black people, especially back in the day. They were like fetishized. Like, if you look, it's a lot of black people on statues and shit. Shit been there for a long time. That's a lot. Like all them St. Maurice niggas and them. That's a real name from a real person that was really from Germany, who really got statues out there. He's black. That's the one name I know, St. Maurice. I was like, that modern ass name. Motherfucker sound like he's from 2002. I think it's St. Maurice. Like, what? That's a 2002 ass name, Maurice. But yeah, man. Life's crazy. 12 minutes. 12 minutes left in this motherfucker, and we still in it. Still in this bitch. Still getting in it. We still rolling. We still riding. We still getting in it. Still going up on the stairway. Pretty soon. Seeing the Frida baby boxes. It's a baby brand called Frida, and they have little nasty messages on the box, trying to be funny, throwing innuendos, only in the sexual way. They wouldn't make anything else funny. Nothing else is funny to these people but fornication with a baby. So free the baby. On their boxes it says things like tap that gas, how about a quickie? And the thing that says how about a quickie is a rectal thermometer. Is that appropriate? No, it's not. It's not. But it's a damn $1 million company being sold out of a $1 billion business that has wanted posters with a lot of children on them with price tags on them. So hey, like there's people being found in these freezer trucks and stuff like that. Little girls going out for interviews, signing a piece of paper, inhaling something on that paper, having to go to the bathroom and locking her ass in there from the outside. She's waking up in another state, in another country, with her appendix hurting. And we supposed to just be okay with it. It's fucked up. This is what's happening, This is what's happening in America. This is what America was built on. Everybody get your blicky, man. Everybody get your gun. Get you something sharp. Get you something. This is a call to arms because they are trying to do harm to you. The government is closed and they still fighting in Minneapolis. They evaporating people in Gaza right now as we speak. Talking about a ceasefire. They're trying to wipe that place off the map. And we're paying for it as American taxpayers. It's coming right out of our money. All the abhorrent things that they get to do in the world, we are the ones who fund it. Yep. And then we have people, oh, y'all on EBT, y'all on welfare. Really, it's the damn Nyack, New York Jewish population. A lot of them just here, and they congregate underground. And that's okay though, because hey, we allowed it. We allowed it for so long. So of course it's just gonna keep on fucking going on. It's gonna keep on happening, Write your congressman. They're complicit in it. Write your FBI. Like, back to the FBI saying that there's no evidence in the Epstein files of there being trafficking ever. Okay. Locked somebody up in 2009 for selling them all the evidence that Epstein wrote down himself. Okay. Damn, I forgot what else. Yeah. The FBI has been sued many times because there's been many women who've been to the NFL, to the FBI. They've gone to them with things that they had going on with them. And they told on high-powered professional motherfuckers in big places and big positions. And nothing happened. For years, nothing happened. They were telling on these guys for years. And the FBI was just like, it's not credible. We don't believe you. Not even putting together a case. And it's not until somebody else gets like proof later on down the line, or they confess, and you can get this guy on what he's been doing. The FBI has paid $137 million to victims whose claims have been ignored. For years they've been doing this. Just ignoring it. For years they've been telling on Epstein. For years they've been telling on Trump. And that's why their names have been unredacted. The victims, so that they could be labeled as snitches. Calling on cars. There's a bounty on those girls. That's fucked up. They knew what they was doing. But they're not afraid. They're not afraid because if something really happened to one of them, well, you would think we would flip, but so many things have happened and no one's flipped shit yet. No one stormed the goddamn Capitol yet. And that's why it's like, we have selective outrage, A black person about to be president, fuck that. Stand up for that and fight. Pedophiles creating a new wing in the White House. The damn White House being connected to the pizza shop And the pizza shop is John Podesta's. And he's a real hardcore, heavy duty, outrageous, raging goddamn pedophile. You're not gonna be mad about that. Shit. You ain't gonna be mad about nothing. It's all about race. It's nothing else. It's not about the children. It's about holding the one people down. And that is a system. That is a system. That's systematic. Like Alice Bell. Her creating a vaccine and they're killing her for it. That's systematic. Black Wall Street. That's systematic. You know, it's the National Guard. It's a system of people coming together to take you down by the numbers. You know, Seneca Village. You know, Lake Lanier. You know, these things. You can go on and on with these things. It's millions and millions and millions of towns all over America where people have, you know, had to take a short end of the stick simply because of the color of their skin. That is not cool. That is not fair, and it has not stopped. The only thing now is they're gonna have to back up and see. There is reptilians at the top of this damn mountain. These are not real people. And to make everything they do make a little bit more sense. These are not people anymore. They've given that up a long time ago. They've messed with certain entities, invoked certain spirits, and they've done things to carry it to a level that you've never seen before. And you know what? It's just exactly what you're doing. Oh yeah, we're getting it in, baby. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on. And us as American people, we just gotta keep going forward. Knees high, chest high, chin up. You know, busting your ass, doing what the fuck it is that you gotta do. You know, as a real nigga. Happy Black History Month. To you and you and you and you and you. Your chest should be a little bolder out there. Your chin should be a little higher. Your shoulders should be a little more stern. You should be smiling a little harder. Because you made it, baby. You persevered with all of the things stacked up against you in lieu of all the things stacked up against you. You made it another day. You made it another year. You made it another promotion. You made it another level. You made it another step, baby. I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you. You're gonna keep going. Violation flagged. What is going on here? I didn't even say anything bad, and I got restrictions. And that's how you know that you know, it's the devil trying to bring you down. It's not misinformation. You can Google anything I fucking said. And that AI motherfucker will spill out a couple bottles of water, and then they'll tell you exactly what I said. Is to be right. And that's how you know, man. The devil is trying to take us down. They're trying to shut us down. It's nothing but the damn devil. Nobody but the devil. Trying to mass report me and stuff. I don't know why they would do that. I didn't say anything bad, did I? Not to my knowledge. But, you know, that's America. That's TikTok. That's the system. That's the systematic things I was talking about, you know. This is yet another goddamn way to try to hold you down if you know, speaking some real shit. Freedom of speech. Somebody lied. Somebody lied. And it was their right to do so. Freedom of nothing. We have no rights. It's the reptilians over everything, you know. And that's what's fucking us over, pitting us against each other. Taking all the money. You know, God bless America. That's who's paying for it all. We make the most money or the second most money. We will pay for everything, and we do. Y'all don't even care, unless it goes to some single black mom. That's what it matters. But it's okay. I want you to last this last minute with me. Let's get ready. to do our upper body and get off of this motherfucker here. I can't believe that they really put a restriction on my life for no reason, but you know, that's what they do. And they said for misinformation. Misinformation? What? Like, there's AI videos happening right now. AI is out. You talking about misinformation? What? They'll violate my shit twice. 2 violations for misinformation. That's the devil, man. That's the devil, man. They're trying to hold me back. They're trying to hold me down. That's so lackluster. So I didn't say nothing to deserve that. But 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, shit. Oh. It's a different calorie count every time, but it's the same 60 minutes. It's supposed to say 7 there, but when you go down, it's a different calorie count every time. Why is that? Why is that? I don't care. But yeah, you see them putting restrictions on my shit for no reason. It's because they don't want me to be good.